Well, first of all, I don't think you can divorce or talk about employability for employability separately from employability. You have to sort of talk about them in conjunction with each other. And one of the things we focus very much on in the report is about introducing and incorporating employability into learning programs right from the very word go, even actually at student induction. And we have 5 dimensions of technology we talk about in a report we've recently written for JISC. And those five dimensions include using technology to support authentic learning experiences. So as an example, I can give an example of Glasgow Caledonian University. They actually use wikis to engage with employers, to actually help problem solve real problems with employers, and students bring their creativity to actually help solve those problems. And the wonderful thing about technology is that initially when they started that program off in the business school, they actually were just working with local employers in and around Glasgow, but now they've actually been able to extend the reach of technology, reach of their programs, so they can actually work with employers all over the world, and they're particularly working with employers in Canada. So that's a big advantage of technology. Another key area about using technologies is all about student learning spaces and showcasing spaces. And with all the sort of technologies we've got now of personal learning spaces, e-portfolios and multimedia mobile devices, students can actually capture a huge amount of evidence about their learning, and they can articulate it online and actually showcase their learning to both to tutors and to employers. And actually that gives a much more rounded picture of themselves than just an ordinary CV. So that's a very important aspect. A third dimension, I think, is very important, and it's one where we perhaps don't encourage students enough, and it's all about digital communications with employers. And universities tend to be rather risk adverse here and start talking about all the risks involved and the safety problems to do with digital social media and so on. And I think we should be doing the exact reverse and encouraging students to engage with employers in a very proactive way, and actually be sort of to make sure students learn and bring their sort of powers of creativity to help employers actually solve problems. So that's another key way. Another key message I've got for universities is what I call digital entrepreneurialism. And I think it's a very important one, that out there in the big wide world of companies and the charities sector, they tend to sort of rely on their IT departments for all their IT expertise. Now, I actually think we should be equipping all graduates with the sort of the wherewithal and the confidence and the ability to be digitally creative and help bring the digital networks to solve real company problems and exploit opportunities, whether it's in sales, marketing, PR, operations, project management. And often graduates, if they have the confidence to do that, can be better at bringing those to employers than actually IT students. So I think those are sort of some of the key messages I've got.